By targeting 10 conferences that attract key decision makers from the nonprofit, business, and public sectors, WID and JPMorgan Chase Co. ensured the events were accessible to and inclusive of the 54 million Americans with disabilities.
Photos of accommodations, disability concierge desk, mobility devices, open captioning on screen, and an accessible bus.
Through disability accommodations, scholarships, and training, WID and JPMorgan Chase Co. made 2016 the year of conference accessibility and economic opportunity.
I remember when I was in Washington, D.C., and I was looking at the FDR monument. It said that in a successful society, there are no forgotten people. We have to challenge our most deeply held presumptions about people with the most severe disabilities and get them to be included and to be part in normal workday America.
Group photos at NCLR, at NCRC, at NeighborWorks.
As a person with a disability, I do attend several conferences. I do this to make sure that I am networking. I do this to make sure that we are getting the issues of disability out into the public. I do this to make sure that people see this is what disability looks like.
I do attend conferences, but I don't attend many conferences because oftentimes interpreters are not provided, or there are other reasons that may factor in. Also, the cost of the registration could be prohibitive.
I think that the Conference Accessibility Initiative makes a huge difference in people with disabilities being able to attend conferences, because of a lot of times conferences aren't made accessible, whether it's captioning or materials or being wheelchair accessible. And so as people with disabilities, we are a part of all of these sectors. We are people of color, we're low-income individuals, we're LGBT, we're parents, we're people that are really hugely affected by these issues. So this initiative really makes us stakeholders and gives us the opportunity to be equal participants at conferences.
Group photos at NFHA, at NAACP, at NHC.
The Conference Accessibility Initiative is absolutely critical to these types of conferences. It changed my life because I was planning to look into this conference, and I had looked into it and decided that I would not be able to attend it, partially because of financial concerns both for myself and my organization. So the day I decided I would not be able to make this conference was the day that I found out that I could apply for the scholarship. And so it was really an answer to prayer and a real golden opportunity for me.
Coming to this conference was a great opportunity for me to come and meet and network with leaders, national Latino leaders that are making change.
I had great access throughout the sessions, throughout the conference. This was a very, very good experience, very accessible for individuals who have disabilities. We definitely had the opportunity to interact with other people, and you're very attentive to our needs. I think it was a very positive experience.
Group photos at CFED, at FHC, at OFN.
It's the first time in my life where I've ever really felt fully myself. I felt like I could be myself and not be questioned and easily believed in. I wasn't able to do that in other spaces, or because I've always felt like I'd had to hide my disability or not tell people about my disability, and here was the first place where I met other people with disabilities, but not only did they have disabilities, but they were also part of La Raza, my community. And I don't think I've ever felt that before. And for me, I just felt like I, for once in my life, belonged somewhere.
It's a lot when it comes to accessibility, and I know that can be very overwhelming, but this initiative is beyond a doubt going to have people start considering ways in which they can be more inclusive, and I'm so excited to see that happen. thanks JPMorgan Chase and WID for helping us out here.
WID and JPMorgan Chase logos on screen. Edited by Club Xanadu.